Okay, we're going to revisit place value through 1 billion. This was an area we struggled with on our benchmarks, so we're going to go back and revisit this. In your math journals, you're going to make a chart that looks just like this. I made this in my math journal, okay? So what you'll do is find your next clean page and turn it to the side where you can see the red margin line. On that red margin line, title it Place Value through 1 billion, okay? So make that title, and we're going to create a place value chart. So we're going to look at decimal place values first. So that's what we're going to start with is the hundredths. And notice the TH again, remember that splash zone, the hundredths. This indicates that it is in the second position to the right of the decimal. Anything to the right of the decimal is a piece. It's not the whole, it's pieces, okay? So we have the hundredths. Now that first place value after the decimal to the right of the decimal is tenths. Note the TH, okay? And then we place our decimal, okay? This separates the whole on the left from the pieces on the right, okay? So everything to the left is going to be whole numbers. Everything to the right is going to be parts or pieces. So immediately the first place value to the left of the decimal is always the ones. Then after the ones, we have tens. And then after the tens, we have hundreds. You'll notice these are growing by 10. We're multiplying by 10 as we get larger. Now, after the hundreds, we put a comma, and that separates what we call periods. This right here, this group of 3 place values is called a period. The ones, tens, and hundreds are part of the hundreds period. Our next period is the thousands. So immediately to the left of the hundreds is going to be thousands. Next to that will be 10,000s, again growing by 10. 100,000s would be the next one. So this is our thousands period, okay? Then we put our comma. Our next period is going to represent our millions period. We start with our millions, left of the 100,000, our 10 million, and our 100 million. Then we place our comma, and then our next period represents billions. So we have billions, 10 billions, 100 billions. Now that completes our chart. I know we're only going to go through 1 billion, but there's a pattern here if you see it. We have the big 100 billion, we have 100, 10, and then ones. If you notice this, it's a pattern. And we've talked about patterns before, and you guys are awesome with patterns. So we could keep going through the trillions if we wanted to with this. But make sure that you write this in your math journal. We're going to be working with this, so adding numbers and more information to this. So get this in your math journal. I want you to upload a picture of this. Make it as nice and neat as you can, and upload that picture for credit.